Alright, so we are playing Skul, the Hero Slayer.
Skul, the Hero Slayer on PC.
That is correct.
It's newly released.
I've had this since launch day.
Yeah, it came out about a week ago now at the time of this recording. And this is the first time we are playing it live. We had issues with our Twitch. We weren't twitching for a while there, but now we have all of our technical issues hopefully sorted out, so we should be back to have somewhat normalcy with the streams going forward.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
No
we
promises.
had some Twitter issues. We've had all sorts of things, but we made a bunch of changes on the back end of our site. We are from MyGamer.com, by the way.
And full of excuses.
And full of technical excuses. And you can follow me on Twitter
And
at
regular
Zack,
excuses.
Yeah, ZACKGAZ. And I enjoy, at first glance, the pixel art style of this game.
Yeah, it is really nice.
Are you playing as Groot? I mean, what's this guy?
Oh, this is just, you get different skulls, actually. So I can actually switch skulls. That one is just better than the one that you kind of normally start off with. I like the Ent is what they're called.
So they're mixing their Guardians of the Galaxy with Lord of the Rings.
Well, I mean, technically they're Ents. That's just
what it is.
Yeah, they're just mythologically called Ents, but you know, whatever.
Skul the Hero Slayer is an action platformer that boasts roguelike features such as ever-changing and challenging maps that'll keep you on your toes. You never know what to expect. Skul is no ordinary skeleton. In addition to his formidable fighting skills, he can gain new exciting abilities depending on which skull he is wearing. Up to 2 skulls at a time, each of which has its own unique attack, range, speed, and power. There you go.
That is kind of not true. It's your base skull and another skull, from what I can tell. Which, you know, it's really interesting that the way that they handle it, especially because whatever you take for your second skull can be leveled up, from what I gather, twice, which is really cool. Like, it's not something you see. So, I'll pick that up because I kind of hate this one.
And there's supposed to be some big bosses at the end. If we can make it that far, we will see.
Oh,
the double jump.
Yeah.
Gotta have a double and a dash.
Yeah, the movement options are pretty good in the game. Those guys are my least favorite fucking enemy.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying.
Well,
and they're very specifically placed on the one platform, of course, you have to jump on.
Yeah. Well, this guy is kind of...
Yeah, you gotta be patient. You gotta use your hit and run tactics because there's no way you're gonna last with those spikes popping up.
Those guys are kind of annoying. This guy, you have...
Button mashing. Ooh, nice
This
jump.
guy, you have to, like, know what his attack tells are. Which I royally screwed up there.
You had it, yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be yeah.
Oh, so you could buy stuff. All right.
Yeah. So, thing that sucks though is I hate the warrior skull. Increase physical attack. Increase physical attack. Increase hit points. But if I increase, yeah, it just increases my hit points.
And I'm guessing when you die, you lose everything. You got to do
You
it all
lose
over
all of
again.
your items. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you? Ninja.
It's so easy to fall into the rut where it's like, I just want to button mash this guy until he's dead, but you can't. You got to hit him twice. You got to jump around. You got to dodge some things. You got to be patient. And just recognize the patterns. Big shuriken is going to come back. Shuriken. 3 shuriken. Oh,
Yeah.
so you got a little greedy there. You jumped the
Of course
gun.
I did.
You knew it was coming.
Yes, I knew.
So now we start over. That's okay though.
But you can level yourself up. So when you free that guy, the wolf guy, he gives you a skull at the start.
I like how you just jump off a ginormous building and there's no fall damage. I think fall damage is kind of bullshit in games. Like if you're gonna have a big building, let me jump off of it. With little to no repercussions.
Yeah, right? I think that in certain games, you can use it properly.
Yeah, the game calls for it. Like I remember playing like a lot of Borderlands 2, and there's like tons of like high buildings that you can jump off of, and the weight, the gravity feels good because the jump is just floaty enough where you feel like you're getting some good distance. But then as soon as you like pick up speed, you're like, whoa, and you kind of like, if you're playing it on your big screen TV, you kind of like get that where you lose your stomach feeling for a second there, like on your, like as if you're on a roller coaster.
Yeah, like you're like, I am not in control of this movement.
Yeah, right. You know it's good. They did it right when you get that tummy tickle kind of feeling.
Yeah.
The roller coaster feeling.
I like the way that Halo does fall damage in some of the Halos, that it's like, there's no fall damage, but if you fall too far, you're just fucking dead.
Correct. Yeah, you are correct. Yeah, so like Halo, it works because it's a little more grounded. Borderlands is more of a cartoony game.
Well, in Halo, it's just like, yeah, no, you just fall forever, but like, we're just gonna assume that if you're following after a certain distance, you're just fucking out of bounds.
Correct. Yeah, you die by the Guardians, it says sometimes, when you fall like at the end of a level, and out of bounds of a stage. But yeah, so I mean, it calls for the level, but I do enjoy a good falling moment.
Wait.
Yeah, I can't. I'm playing on I'm watching the stream on a small window, so I can't read exactly what that says, but now you look like Bomberman.
Yeah, one of them was that you could pick up, I was just trying to figure out what was, it had the option of destroying the original skull, and I'm like, can I get rid of that skull?
A lot of enemies here. Wow. Crowd control. So if you take out the sniper, you could probably handle this a little easier. There's a just me, or when you kill this guy, you're gonna notice a flash, like a spark? Do you see that spark?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's, I don't know, is that distracting? Is that too much of a particle effect? I don't know, like when you got, I feel like maybe when you had a bunch of, like when you're fighting a guy one-on-one, not really that big of a deal, but when you're playing a bunch of guys, it kind of like gets in the way or something? I don't know, maybe that's just me.
It's just you. You do like to bitch and moan, though.
Are you a like, what is that, a panda?
It's a ghoul.
A ghoul. It's cool that it's not just a skull head swap, it's a whole
Yeah, it's like a
person.
whole new you.
Yeah. Like they could have very well just put like a, you know, robot head on you but still kept the skeleton body, but no, they made a whole new character. I wonder how many there are.
A lot. And there's rarity to them, too. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that when you pick them up that I didn't notice for, like, a really fucking long time until, like, I ended up getting, like, a super rare or something like that. And it like, I got an achievement for it, and it was like, oh, you got a super fucking rare one. And I'm like, I did?
Yeah, I'm trying to see in the description if it tells you, like, how many skulls there are, but I don't see anything about that, but it seems like there's a lot.
I'm still picking up ones I haven't seen. Like, every now and then I'll be like, I think I've seen almost all of them, and then I'll like see like one like this that I haven't. I wish there were more options for healing myself. That is one thing I'll say.
That's always the thing with roguelikes. You know, any rogue game is the limited healing, and I think they do that by design because they want you to die. I mean, they want, like, the best players play the game, like, you pretty much have to play not flawlessly, but you always have to play exceedingly well to make it far, you know, to even, you know, even sometimes even get past the first world, but let alone beat the game. You have to play consistently well. So yeah, healing is always it's always a breath of fresh air when you can heal. Like, you know, you beat a level, you can get all your health back, or you find that piece of meat that you desperately need to keep you alive for another 5 minutes. Like how the rubble just keeps being reused in his smash attack.
Oh yeah, like it just keeps bouncing around.
Yeah, it doesn't like go, you know, it doesn't just disappear after it's been rubbleized once. It's still there. Almost dead. Don't get greedy now. There you go.
Alright. So
Was that wasn't the first boss?
that was the first boss.
Okay, because apparently there's other bosses that like fill the screen.
Oh no, that must have been the sub boss. Or...
Yeah, that must have been like the mini boss, the halfway boss to, you know, level 1 or whatever.
Yeah, because I know that there is a boss coming up, and I always have problems with him. Yeah, so the other one that I had, she wanted 30 to awaken. So this is...
Going poison or you going fire?
Enemies, I think I'd get an extra skull, or it's just...
Yo, there it is.
So, sir, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a perfectly fine roguelike. I mean, I don't really have a problem with these rogue games. It's just that, man, there's so many of them. We talked about this before on the stream. Like, that is like the thing to do. Like, years ago was let's make a platformer. Now it's, you know, let's make a roguelike. Like, that's just like, it feels like all indie games are going to be a roguelike, you know, of some kind these days. But yeah, this one seems to have a higher quality. They put a more of an emphasis on combat, and it seems like it's still fair, even though there's a challenge to it. It seems like you can, like, if you take your time, if you kind of, you know, you play a little bit, you get some experience, and you get your pattern recognition up, you can kind of go far. It's not like a cheap roguelike, so you can make some good progress. But yeah, I like the art style, and I think it's probably one of the better rogue games that I think that
Yeah,
played on stream, don't you think?
yeah. Everything that happens, I always feel like it's my fault.
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm the idiot. It is not an easy game. I will say
Right.
that.
Right.
Um,
No roguelikes are, I think, right? I mean, that's
yeah,
kind of the
it
point.
is. Yeah, you are going to earn your keep with this game.
Yeah. So yeah, this has been Skull, and you can go check us out at mygamer.com. Go there, please. Put us in your favorites. Just check out the site. If you got 5 minutes to spare, just browse around, check out our reviews and news, and we posting stuff every day. A lot of stuff already coming for February, even though we're still in January of the new year. You can follow me on Twitter at ZachGaz, and you can follow us on Twitter at MyGamerNews. So until next time, thank you for watching, and game on.